Hello, this is me and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as you maybe can hear already, I am trying to do a video which is soft spoken. I might will change automatically into whispering, or I don't know if I feel comfortable the whole time I'm doing it. But I also just want to try something new, and I wanted you to let me know how you like it or what you are preferring. So in this video I'm going to show you a few of my favorite books I have really enjoyed. It doesn't mean that this is the only one, but I just made a little pick up and I just wanted to show them to you. In the second part, I will also still talk about my favorite TV shows, which I don't have on a DVD, but I'm just gonna talk about. So here in the background you can see my books I have. It is probably about 150 to 200, I don't know. I'm always giving away the ones I don't like anymore. I sell them or give it to friends or bring them to a secondhand store so that anyone else can be happy with them. First of all, I want to say in another video I told you about this book. Liederkrähen. I don't know what the name is in English. And I unfortunately really didn't like it. I mean, I made it to page 120. And then I really decided to stop because it is not my thing. I could not get into the story. When I bought it, I also didn't get a lot of information. I just saw that everybody gave it 5 stars. So I thought, okay, this is maybe a book which is for everyone, even people who normally would read only crimes or something. But yeah, I guess it is more a teeny fantasy book, which I anyway don't like. I don't like that in so many fantasy books the main actors have to be 17 or 18 or even younger. I'm more for the adult stuff. So if you have any tips, please write it down below in the comments. I'm glad. I'm thankful for everything. Yeah. So, but then I will show you something fantasy, which is definitely only for adults. You may gonna know her. It's from Anne Rice, which has written the chronology of Lester the Vampire. There is a very famous movie with Brad Pitt, Kirsten Dunst and Tom Cruise, like Interview with a Vampire, which I also adored, by the way. I have seen it already, I don't know, 7, 8 times. I didn't read the Vampire Chronic, though, but I read her witch stories. It has 3 of them. So this is the first one. It has 1,000 and almost 1,100 pages. So it was really a pain in the ass to read that, because it's really not easy. It's not an easy language. It's not an easy story. And when I had this book, I went with 2 of my friends to Finland when we were renting a house near a lake. Really just to chill and to do nothing. And even in this week, I could not finish it. I just couldn't, I don't know. Even if I am a pretty good reader and also fast reader, I would say. So, and I also could not find this book anymore in a normal store. I had to buy them in the internet in secondhand, on a secondhand basis. So this is part 2, I think. Then we also have part 3. And it is written about, how I said, about witches, about a witch family in New Orleans. How else, or where else could it be? And Rice really knows what she's doing. Even how I said it, sometimes it was really more fighting. It was not just, I could not just lay down and read. How I can do that sometimes if I have a good crime book. But yeah, it's I would say it's totally worth it. You guys in the States may even can buy them. Still normal, but we can't. They are not available anymore. What I think is that. But yeah, I got them. So then, another American writer, I guess also know if you will know him, is T.C. Boyle. I have to be honest, I don't know anything about his private life. I don't know, but I have read about maybe 6 or 7 books of him. Didn't like them all, or not in the same way, but I just really like his writing. It is really good, really exciting. You want to know more? And I especially enjoy 2 books of him, which I'm going to show you now. So, this is this one. Grün ist die Hoffnung. Also no idea how the title is in English. This book is very old. I bought it also in a secondhand store for maybe $2 or something, and it's just hilarious. It is about, I guess, 3 guys, lazy, they have no perspective in their lives, no goals, and then they get an offer. I guess it's an offer, or do they decide it themselves? I don't know anymore. I guess it's an offer. And they decide to go to a farm to plant marijuana, which contains THC. And just everything which can go wrong goes wrong. And you feel so sorry for them, because they're just kind of nice idiots. I don't know, but it was just so fun to read it. really liked it. Like, I was really into the story. Where I was even more in the story was this one with drop sitting. It tells about the hippie time, where a group of people, they have like a commune in California. And then they're sent away, they have to leave. So they decide to go to Alaska, which is a completely different world. As you can remember, the temperature, the people, more nature, and yeah. And as they are hippies, they just think, oh, this is gonna be amazing and such an adventure, and we are gonna do this with no problem. And of course it's not. There's gonna be a lot of problem. There's gonna be jealousy, there's gonna be relation problems. Sometimes they don't even know how to or what to eat, or yeah, you know. But I remember I did not want to end this book. Really not. I was really in love with them and the people and just everything. So I love it. And also there's always a really critical side of this whole hippie time, that it was really not everything how it was supposed to be, that they also just want to sometimes lean back and get a cuddle of their mothers, and like have a fast food hamburger and not only organic porridge portions or brown rice, you know. So really read this, it is so good. Then I still have this, Die Frauen. I'm not gonna say something about, because yeah, I don't know. This is my stomach, I'm sorry. I haven't eaten yet that much. Yeah. This was one who could not fix me, you know, but it's still good. It's still TC Boyle. Then the other one. It's a German book. I also got really famous with this one. And wait, maybe you can see this here. Like, the whole book is only messages, like emails. They write each other by mistake, and they just write and write and write and write and write and write, and then of course there is a love story starting, and it was really, for me it was like I really could not leave this out of my hands. I read it in a day, I guess. And after this book I was a bit frustrated because it has a bit an open end. At first was not sure what would happen after. He wrote a second book in the same style, where I still enjoy, but of course it's never the same if somebody really gets you that much. And the second book was, yeah, and there it has also an end. I'm not gonna say if it was a happy or a sad one. If you want to, read it. And then also something I have already, I guess, mentioned or told about it, is this Karl Ove Knausgård. He has written already, I guess, 6 books, and it is all about his whole life. Every book has a main subject. One is about the relationship with his father. One is about his time when he was a teacher, one is about his family or the relationship he had with this woman. I have read all of them except the new one, because the new one is not available yet as a soft cover. And as you maybe, I guess I'm the only one, not the only reader, I want to have all in the same style. So this is this, which means Leben, dream, play, and die. The second book I have lost. I don't know where it is. I probably left it somewhere in the train or something. I also didn't read the last 50 pages. But anyway, this is my last favorite book. I still remember the second one. I didn't like that much. And anyway, it's just, I think it's good to, it's like to going into somebody's life, almost like reading a diary, and he is really honest about a lot of things other people never would have the guts to speak out loud. I guess also his wife had once to go to a psychiatric clinic, which is not funny, but yeah. But he's also in a way very egoistic, narcissistic, and in the books he always has a bit self-pity, because he always would say, oh, I'm not interesting enough, I don't know how to communicate with girls, I don't know, anybody just talks with me because of my brother, and I anyway don't have anything to say. But the only thing he always wanted is writing, which he finally did, and he's very successful. So, and then last one I would like to introduce to you. One moment. So, here it is. So, this one is from Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle is how you say that? A spiritual man who has changed a lot of people already and had a big influence, especially in the Western countries, because I would say, this is my opinion, what he basically says and tells is pretty similar to the Buddhism, but he doesn't he is not a part of a religion. I mean, he's not religious. He wouldn't call himself as a Buddhism or Christian or whatever. He was also a very sad person, very depressing, and thought about committing suicide, which he didn't, fortunately. And he said that he got enlightened, which means that he would understand now everything, and he explains it in this book, which is called Now. Really good. All the sources of suffering, and the key method that he wants us to give is live in the now and not in the past and not in the future. I'm like, really, literally don't don't think about what you would do in 10 minutes. Because you're eating now, for example, and it doesn't matter now what kind of hat you will wear if you go outside. Just stay with the food you're eating now. And this book is always, it is good because it has always a question of somebody we would have. I mean, I would have asked him a lot of questions in here, exactly the same ones, and then he gives an answer. So like here you can see this is the question, and then from here on there is the answer. So I could read it quite a bit as a Bible if you want. I mean, just only 1-2 chapter a day, and just really, if you think about what he says, it makes all totally sense. And or for me it does, at least. I'm not at all on a point where I want to be. I'm really far away, but it makes just really sense to me, like everything he says. And yeah, so if you suffer from depression, from anxiety, if you don't know why you're here, if you don't know what to do, read this book, really. I'm not saying it's gonna make you happy or that everything is gonna be great again, and I'm also not saying that your wishes are gonna come true, like especially your material wishes, because life is not about that, but I guess I'm not the first one who's saying this, and basically we all know, but we still don't know. So yeah, I have just decided I will make 2 videos, one with only books and one with only series and maybe also movies, because this video is pretty long, I guess, already, and I guess I need to eat something small that my stomach will not always make this noises anymore. So, but this is, yeah. I have also seen him, by the way, live, because just at the time I was reading it, I saw him, I saw it that he would come to Switzerland and have a speaking, so I went there. It was pretty good, it was nice. Yeah, he lives, by the way, in Canada, is originally from Germany. Okay. Thank you, and see you in my next video.